Camping. The final frontier. The mission to go and camp where no man has camped before. Got the fire rocking though. What's up? What did I do with my pellets? This is what we do. So what we do is she's the master at finding places like this. On the map, zeroes in, Google Maps, find spot, mark it.
So this is what happens when you go exploring. You find cool, super cool.
There could be steelhead anywhere, but the steelhead is typically going to be in a deeper hole. Steelhead are this freaking big.
Gunnar and I doing our thing.
Our thing? Yeah.
Yeah, we're in the Yoop. I have not been in the Yoop in 2 years. I love it. This is what we found.
It's because we were in Missouri for a year, so
Yeah.
we were in the Yoop a year and a half ago, camping and living off the grid.
No, it was 2 years ago.
No, it was a year and a half ago. We lived off the grid.
That we left July, so
Huh?
yeah, July 2019 we left. End of July.
To the UP?
End of July.
We lived to the
We
UP?
went to Missouri, and
Oh.
it's almost July, so it's almost 2 years since I've been in the UP.
Well,
Anyways, I'm excited to be here. This is our happy place. I love it so much. I'm gonna do
here's
morale.
the thing. Wait a minute.
hunting.
Mathematically, here's what I want you to think. Last July, we were in Missouri. The July before that, we'd been in the UP for like 4 months.
Okay, so how long has it been since I've been in the UP?
I don't know, a year and a half?
How do you figure? July 2 years ago. It's June, almost June,
Did we
honey.
leave in September?
No, no. I
Whatever.
don't know.
Check it out. It's beautiful. And we are here now. I just saw a big steelhead in the river. I'm going to go after we set up
I'm gonna
camp.
find some mushrooms, morel mushrooms.
Yeah. Find some random
I'm going to. It's very morelly in here. Well, not in this part, down by the river, but hey,
Hey.
we should have a van.
Down by the river. Chris Farley's spirit is here.
Let's show them our camp spot.
All right, come on.
You're taking the handicap route?
It's a beautiful spot. It's only about, 2 hours and 15 minutes from our house.
Yep.
Pretty remote area.
Yep.
Not super remote like Camp Bigfoot, but
That burl, I thought that burl was a person watching us. That's a huge freaking burl.
Burl's worth money, man.
Oh my gosh, I thought it startled me.
There's a lot of burls around here. Come on.
It could have been a bear.
So we're setting up camp. And we took a piece of firewood.
Gangster's paradise.
Ready, a lot of firewood.
All right, let's do this. Big Gunny's about to go fishing.
Yes. We have one camp neighbor, and we're gonna go meet him.
Look at him,
And I said to myself,
fishing Smurf.
they're gonna think I'm a sped, totally. Because I'm gonna walk up and
Show me your backpack.
these two rods.
Turn around. Hi.
Hi guys. Catch one with this one. I catch one with this one.
Wasn't that a toy rod?
I sound like Mike Tyson like that.
Why do you have a toy rod?
Because this is my flipping stick when I get under the tree. I said, let's roll.
Oh, got it.
Still videoing?
Mm-hmm.
You can discontinue it. Brought both my rods. Look goofy as hell walking down the river with 2 rods. But not as goofy as I look with this hat, I realized.
I always tell him this fishing's his battlefield. And then I start singing. Dangling your line, the current carries it away. You wanna fish on so bad. We grill them, we fry them, we bake them in a pan. Don't you worry, Gunny. You'll catch one if you can. But you're not gonna fall. You're like a goat.
I do this. I basically do this all summer, like for a living, practically. That's what I do. But I'm not saying I don't have close calls. A lot of those. But I haven't had any like catastrophics. But I've had a lot of close. The thing is about catastrophics, if you go down in that situation, you're probably gonna break a bone.
Oh gosh, don't say
Leg or
that.
ankle, an arm,
Don't
something.
say that.
So you can't. You just can't. You can't go.
We noticed these ferns are all flat. They're flattened. He thinks it's wind or an alien ship. That is his theory.
Some people might think I'm a dork, but just look how Mother Earth reclaims it. This tree fell down probably 30 years ago.
What's that?
You're a fun guy.
Go. Well, we gotta show off our. Let me show off our awesome tent.
My disco light. Turn off your light for a
Maria
second.
made some disco lights.
Take your light off.
We have an electric blanket.
Powered by a battery back there.
So look at my repertoire of weaponry I have here. Colt 45. Don't mess around. I'll pop you in the face. It's a BB gun. Stepping it up to the next level. The old 22 caliber pellet rifle to the face at close range. You're gonna have a real bad day. Real bad day. But things get really hairy. I'll just chop you apart with this machete. Not joking. I mean, if I get in a like hand-to-hand combat type situation.
I mean, what are we expecting
with
here?
a bear, I'd probably go with this, with the bear.
What's your biggest enemy right now, Bear?
Sasquatch thing. I can hack a bear's head off almost with one shot with this thing. So, right, day 2 of our hunting, fishing, camping. We're hunting for trout, by the way,
And mushrooms.
And mushrooms. Fish on, first steelhead of the year. I have to get in the river, go downstream after this boy. Huge steelhead. Ah, huge. I'm trying to catch a porcupine. There he goes. He's gonna act scared. I ain't gonna get you, Gutty. Buddy, I'm not gonna get you. Porcupine. You don't get to see these two up close too often. Don't worry, buddy, I'm not gonna get you. It's cold, it's like, it's
We have
not
this
joke.
big, thick down duvet, and then we have blankets underneath.
It's legit like 35 degrees. I'm not
So
joking.
cold.
Legit. With my wife, come from a Muslim background, and you would think Muslim. Plus, she had 5 sisters, and she's from the city, and so tell what happened.
Just the more in the woods we could be, the quieter it was, the more fascinated I was. And we
Going down the highway in the U.
highway.
Slow down.
Got it.
We are. What do you think? 10, 12 miles back in here.
At least 10, 12, more like 5, 15.
Long ways back in here, and God forbid we get flat or break down, we're in trouble. That's what we do.
We do.
We're gonna find some trout one way or another. The last stretch of fish didn't get a bite, so that's
Although
not
we
good.
arrived.
We've arrived. My man. And look at the shirt I'm wearing. Huh?
Purple shirt.
Roadside Chapel. We're driving along, coming back from trout fishing. Oh, this is cool, man. This is cool.
Oh, they have an organ, a piano. How old that piano is.
CDs and DVDs are free.
Look at that, is a cool old piano.
Sow and reap. USA, God bless. God finishes what he starts. He's my complete her. Father God, thank you for a beautiful day. Thank you for protecting us and guiding us and blessing us with health and success, wisdom and love, and each other and everything we have, and the ability to stop at this beautiful little roadside church and say hello to you in your home. We're grateful to see this, and I'm gonna put my name here on the website. Check me out.
Don't be self-serving in God's house.
Groggy goggy.
It was cold last night, but we had our heating blanket. And it was snuggling warm, and
You got ashes on your lips, so it looks like you got a Hitler mustache.
and
I smashed right into one of those at night.
he wasn't paying attention.
this thing
He
here? It's
smashed right into that.
Yeah, I was walking, looking over there, and I just walked right into one of these in a camp and freaking smashed my shin. But turns out there was somebody camped over there because we thought we had the campground to ourselves. I have her singing
Somewhere
over the rainbow. I'm like,
the
will you sing me
rainbow."
somewhere over the rainbow? And she's singing it. We're walking
Loud.
around. We're walking around with headlamps through each campsite looking for morel mushrooms. She's
Singing.
somewhere over the rainbow. I'm fucking smashing my shin. Ah! This idiots We're not even drunk. That's the crazy part. Like,
No, not at all. Barely.
drunken douchebag hillbilly hick from the middle of nowhere. I don't know.
Blasting his music. Blasting it at night. It's like midnight, 1 in the morning, whatever.
I was on parole otherwise. But another time.
You want me to make your coffee?
Yeah, if you would do that, I think it's probably warm now, warm enough.
Yeah, I mean, you stuck it right in there.
All right, we're back here at it again in the wilderness. We're about 1.5 miles to our destination. But we're probably, what do you think, about 8-9 miles off the road, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say 10.
Could be trout in that little creek, though. This is how we find them. This is how you find the big trout. You got to get off the beaten path, back where nobody else goes. Not to say nobody goes here. I have fished all day, hit 12 different rivers. Look at this tree, though. Let me show you this tree. For whatever reason, this water here, they don't like. I mean, there might be a few in here, but not like a fishable number. There's a bunch of steelhead fishermen in here, and they're like, oh, I caught a brook trout once. I'm like, in 20 years, I'm not going for one in 20 years. I want to catch one every 5 minutes. That's the river I'm looking for. I found them, and I will go back to them. But I want to try to find a holy grail, you know what I'm saying? So I've been out just riding all day, probably put 200 miles on the car. Day 3, exploring a new stretch of wilderness in the woods. Way back here. Look at somebody had to stop there and poop. Look at a bunch of toilet paper.
Yeah.
My dad would be freaking out. My dad's one of those people who just live on the air of caution. Oh my God, what if you break down? What are you gonna do? Therefore, he does nothing. He never goes anywhere. Doesn't, even if he has like a 4-wheeler or 2, he won't drive it because he's like, what if it breaks down? And I'm like, what if? Who cares? If it breaks down, we freaking walk out of here, call a wrecker, and we got a story to tell. And it is what it is. But I'm not gonna not enjoy my life just because, I'm worried about catastrophe. A lot of us say I'll never be like my parents when I get old, right? I definitely said that, and I definitely have not been like him. So, well, that's how it's done. Big, fat, beautiful brook trout. Look at that. It's going to be for dinner. Just landed a trout, and notice there's a gravestone here, and a plaque up on the tree. There's somebody's favorite spot, or somebody died here. It says Grandma and Grandpa. It says Dean on there. 1951. Look at this woodcock I just walked up on. See it right there? I just walked right up to it. Now, you may think I'm very gay for taking notice of this beautiful, rare white flower that only grows in certain areas of Michigan. So, I had a good day fishing today. I limited out. I limited 5 fish. The average is probably about 10 inches. My beauties of the day. The average about 10. Giant brook trout on the frying pan over the open fire. In the frying pan. It's gonna be lit. Realize there's cooking foil. I didn't like mine fried. Foil's good too though. That's a huge brook trout. If you were just looking at that and you didn't know what it was, you think it's a bass. It's a smallmouth bass or something.
Take a
It's gonna be delicious.
still picture of it. It's a nice fire we got there, Gun.
Yes. Can you hear the water in the background? And then the snap, crackle, and pop of the fire is music to my ears. About to head over the mighty Mackinac Bridge. There's Mackinac Island over there.
Yeah.
This used to be the world's longest suspension bridge at 5 miles. So it's 5 miles to that land over there, and the bridge connects it. It's you're probably, I guess, about 500 feet above the water, and it's kind of scary on a windy day. I drove my Jeep with a 16-foot trailer packed with everything we own across this, and it was windy.
Yeah, it was super windy. Remember our car went out.
And on top of that, I did a Facebook Live while I did it.